Okay, guys. Oh. Okay, not a good start of a video, but anyway. So, we decided to do a video. Alright, babe. Okay. I decided to do a video on, I've been getting a lot of emails, a lot of comments on us doing a video about how we met each other and to tell our story. So, I figured since we did a funny video earlier, well, we tried to, and I figured that we would now tell you guys our story of how we met and how we became married, because everybody keeps asking. So, I figured my wife's hitting me with these fluffy
You're awesome.
Okay, so we're gonna talk and tell you guys how we met and stuff. So I'm gonna let my wife go first because that you'll see.
Story starts off a long time ago.
Shocking.
I was at work. No, I was just at work, and my coworker, who I've actually been friends with since I was about 7, she's sitting over there at her desk, and she made some mention about a status that somebody had put on Facebook. And I kind of recognized the name because they actually went to school together. So I go over to her desk and I'm like, wait, what, who? And I'm looking at the status and I'm like, huh, I didn't even pay attention to the status. I was just looking at her picture.
I don't even know what picture I had on her.
So I'm staring at her picture and I'm like, I had 2 thoughts go through my head right at that moment. My first was, she's gonna be mine, and the second one was, you know, that I actually vocalized, and that was, she is gay, right?
Totally gay.
Well, and you know, my friend, my coworker,
She
she
was my
wasn't,
friend that I went to high school with.
yeah, she didn't know 100%, so she's just like, I think she is. So I don't know. That's kind of how it started out. So I noticed that we had some mutual friends that went to the same high school as her. So I guess long story short, I contacted a mutual friend who said, oh yeah, not a problem, I'll send her a text message and have her contact you.
And then I got an email, and you know, the email said, I have a friend that's interested in you. Are you single? And I'm like, I am, actually, you know. At this point in my life, I wasn't really sure if I wanted anything, like, huge, I guess. I didn't know if I really wanted a relationship. So I'm like, I emailed her back, and I said, hey, you know, give her my number. You can give her my number. She friend requested me on Facebook. I added her. I stalked her whole profile for
Facebook stalking, we all do it.
We do. You all admit it. You Facebook stalk your exes, your people that you're with, whatever. So I Facebook stalked her. I looked at all of her pictures, you know, kind of getting to see what she looks like, and then we started texting back and forth
for a good month. We texted back and forth, and actually we got along great through texting and emailing and, you know, the phone and everything, but see, I thought that she was just blowing me off for like, you know, the following month after talking to each other, because I kept saying, hey, you want to get together, I'd invite her places, I'm going out all the time, I'd invite her here and there, and I felt like I was getting blown off. I didn't realize that she had a lot going on, you know, in her life during that month when we just started talking.
My grandma was really sick, and then she actually passed away like the first week or 2 that I started dating Valerie. So I had my grandma, I had just so much going on, and she thought it was personal against her, and it wasn't about her at all.
Yeah. I wasn't sure what was going on. I just know that every time I invited her somewhere, she'd be like, no. So I'm like, okay. So finally it just came down to this. Valentine's Day was coming up.
That was our first date.
Yeah. And I'm like, you know what, it's Valentine's Day. I'm like, either come out, have dinner with me, or, you know, I just kept feeling blown off. So she agreed, and so we
met her for dinner. We both drove separately. It was a winter. It was cold. It took me forever to figure out what I was going to wear. But I met her for dinner. I went right before dinner, and I went and I got her a big bouquet of flowers that I believe that she still has one dried to this day. Because I made her start drying her flowers, hanging them. Anyway, off topic. So I got her flowers, and got there, I saw her standing in the restaurant and was extremely nervous. My palms were all sweaty, my heart was racing, I felt like I was going to pass out, and she was just standing there, and I walk in and I said, hey, you know, I'm like, I didn't really know what to say. I mean, what do you say?
She's really cute. She walks in all awkward. It was pretty much like a blind date, even though we had been kind of talking and seen pictures online, but we never met. So it was essentially kind of a blind date. So it was that awkward, weird thing where you meet and you don't know what to do. So she handed me flowers, which was an extra bonus. It was amazing. So it was Valentine's Day, so I loved it. And so
we ordered dinner. We both had Greek salads because we're both vegetarians. Don't hurt the animals. So we had Greek salad and we barely ate. We both were sitting there literally like picking.
It's like poking at the food.
It's like poke, eat, speak, poke, and it's like play with. We really didn't eat. I think I took like almost all of my salad home.
It was nice though. It wasn't one of those awkward like setup dates where you have nothing to talk about. We actually sat in the restaurant and talked for about 3 hours, and then finally I'm like, you know, I didn't want to like overstay my time because I wasn't sure.
And I kind of felt like she was blowing me off. I wasn't sure if she liked me because she's like, well, I think I should get ready to go, and I'm like, is that bad? Is that good?
I didn't know what was going through your mind, so I
wanted to stay there with her.
But, you know, it was 3 hours past. I'm like, all right, that's good enough time. I don't know if she really even likes me. I wasn't sure what was going on.
All right, so we ended the dinner, and we got ready, got the bill. I bought her dinner, and I bought her flowers, too. It was extremely cold out, mind you. It was cold, and it was snowy, and it was icy. So I said, I'm like, I'm going to walk her to her car, or I'm going to ask her if I can walk her to her car, because I really liked her. Didn't know exactly how she felt about me, but I'm like, I'll take a stab and I'll say, hey, I can walk you to your car.
But here's where my secret ploy comes in. This is what I figured out before I even went to the date.
And I did not know this.
I told her afterwards.
She wore heels, okay, they're probably like this big.
I purposely wore heels knowing it was extremely icy out because this is my little ploy I had in my head. I figure if the date didn't go well, you know, you say your goodbyes, call it a night, whatever. But I figured if I liked her, my whole thing was I'd be like, ooh, it's icy. Can you walk me to my car so I could, like, you know, put my arm around her so I wouldn't fall?
Really what happened was I went like this, and I said, grab on, because I don't want you to slip with those hooker heels. I didn't say that, but I didn't say that. I said, grab onto me because I don't want you to fall, you know, because it's icy. So she grabbed on like that and like clutched onto me, and you know,
it was my secret ploy because I figured the whole like arm holding, touching thing would kind of symbolize the whole, hey, I like you. And I figured if she went with it, then it'd be you know, I would know too. So it worked out perfect that way.
Yeah, I didn't know that at the time. I didn't know that she planned that the whole time before we even actually saw each other. Because I am a softie, and I open the door for her, I open the car door for her, I do to this day. Right?
Yeah, for the most part. It's nice.
Usually when she's dressed up and she's got dresses on or skirts, I open the car door and stuff for her. And then after that, we drove home separately. I went to my house and she went to her house, and I think she texted me.
I texted her that night to thank her for dinner and the flowers, kind of, you know, the whole after first date awkward, break the ice with something. So
keep talking. I'm gonna check the time. Keep talking.
Okay. So yeah, I sent her a text just to kind of let her know.
We're fine. Okay.
That
we got about 5 minutes to still talk. So if you hear creaking, it's my mom walking
trying to sneak
around.
around.
She's trying to be really quiet. She knew we were gonna make this video.
But anyway, so yeah, so the night was actually great, and well, she still had a lot going on in her life during that time frame. So even after our initial date, after it took like a month to get her out, then it was, I think it was a good 2-3 weeks after that. Yeah, it was about 3. That we still hadn't seen each other. We were still talking. I was completely smitten after seeing her.
We talked all the time, all day long, like till like late at night. I would be laying in my bed like this.
But I mean, I was completely smitten, but it was just so hard at the time because I wasn't seeing her, so I'm like, what's going on? So she, at one point, started asking me, she's like, you know, are we going to make this official? And I'm like, well, I don't really get to see you that often. I'm like, you know, I'll make you a deal. Take me out for a second date, and we could make it official. So
I took her, I said, all right, fair enough, so let's meet for coffee at Starbucks. So we met for coffee, and we sat there for a little bit. She was on her lunch break, so it was kind of like a time limit thing. But, you know, we talked, and then I said to her, so, will you be my girlfriend? I felt like I was in like 10th grade there for a minute. I'm like,
it was cute.
I'm like, will you be my girlfriend?
And I, of course, said yes.
And so then I said, are you going to change your Facebook status to in a relationship with me?
I did. I said, you know, that was our deal. Go on a second date, we can make it official. We'll even change our status.
It's important.
It was cute.
So we did. Changed our statuses, and
I got a second kiss.
yes, I kissed her again. I did. Okay, no, guys, this is big for me. I'm not. I'm affectionate, but I'm not. She kind of gets upset with me sometimes because I'm not. I don't always like do the first kiss all the time, or I'm not always like really clingy. I can be when I'm like upset or sad. Like she knows that I lay on her lap a lot. I'll always put my head on her lap, show her my head, and she knows it's all downhill from there. I'll be like, I'll fall asleep in like 5 seconds. But I'm not always the, I guess, to be able to make the
initiator.
first. Yes, thank you. So for me to do that twice was very, very like wow. Like I was so proud of myself for being able to do that, and I did it, and I rocked at it. And I wanted to just keep kissing her, of course, because
And now she can.
she has real kissable lips. Soft. Mine are pretty soft though too. So,
So that's how we met. That's how it all.
that's how we met. And then if you want to know how we fell in love, it just happened, Like I said, I think I said in a video in the past that I knew I loved her before I met her. And I know it sounds silly, and some people don't believe in that, but I do.
I never did. I never believed in any of that until it
She
happened
never
to me.
even believed in love, so, I'm the mushy one in the relationship. That's where we're different. I'm the sensitive one. Very
She's the hopeless
sensitive.
romantic type, and I was like, I'll never fall in love or get
It
married.
is.
It's
It
never
looks
gonna
the
happen.
opposite. Like it looks like I'm the one that really wouldn't care or anything, and it looks like she would be like the romantic one, but it's not. It's the complete opposite.
Well, and then until I met you, and then it completely changed. I never thought it was possible, but
Grab the camera.
Good.
Yeah, we got like about a minute and a half. So that's how we met, and that's what happened. We fell in love, and we were in a relationship for about 8 months, and then we got married last month, October 6th. So we've been married for
Month and a half.
years.
Forever.
No, a month and a half. It's going to be 2 months next month. And I love it. I love being married. I love being married to her. And, she's the love of my life. She's my soulmate. She's everything to me. We even have matching tattoos. We do. They're,
That's love.
they're puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We are going to go because it's time to go. We're going to go eat some dinner and watch a movie. And,
Stuff.
yeah.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Peace and love. Woo, out.